is absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Ready?
Back to throw here. Throw out wide to Walker. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 1. And he's going to be touched down short of the first, and it's 4th down coming up. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Get it. 18 Cardinals.
From his own end zone, it's Ward. A short throw taken in by Conquo. Look at the big fella go. He's got a full head of steam. Touchdown, Titans. Chigga Conquo, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Gets around him. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Walker has it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Ward. It's caught. Lockett. as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
70, 70.
To throw, here's Ward. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Check smash, check smash.
Throwing now, Ward. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10. 30-yard line.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Here we go. 70 Lions. Ready up.
To throw is Ward. Over the middle, that's caught by Wrigley. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Seahawks 4-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Go.
From the gun, here's Ward. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Cam Ward taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Myers set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Kenneth Walker, his target, out of the backfield. But now it's 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. You talk about this Titan defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
With their lack of pass defense, they do make up for it in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. This is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Brings up 2nd and 1. At the 40-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is caught. And all the way into Touchdown, Seattle. Jamison Williams, 39 yards. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score.
His kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Mickey Manwari. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Hey! Press all 80. Cougar 19. Check smash. Check smash.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Buffalo 18. Let's go now. Viking 18. Go.
Here's Ward. That's into the hands of the rookie from Florida. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 39 yards there, a big one.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Left side complete to Lockett. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Ward. Hitter here, it's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Jason Myers on for the field goal.
Myers' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17 to 7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He completes this to Walker.
Hurry, 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 cut 19, cut 19.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 3rd and 6.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! 70, Hawk 70.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And they've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
Let's go now. 19, 18, 19 tight. 19
Johnston
tight.
sent in motion.
Ready?
Back to throw again. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 46 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Okay, ready?
Now 3rd down and very long.
Come on, come on. 6 the Eagles. 6. Panther 11. Panther 11. Riggs. Riggs. 18. Pioneer.
Throwing is Ward. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Cameron Johnston.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Here we go.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On play action, they'll throw. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Here's 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Get it? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Looking to throw. Moore. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
So far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Ward. A short throw taken in by Conklin. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and think.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jamison Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Pass hauled in by Johnston. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Play action now. Ward steps away. Cockrell holds it in left side. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They go play action with Ward. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll roll him out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Myers' kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Here's a 2nd and 7. And Walker has it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back to throw. That pass taken in by Burks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They go play action here on first down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Second down.
Here we go. Set. W Lions.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Mustang 19.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Here's Walker. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Second and 6. And it's caught. Touchdown. Traylon Burks from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
Let's go now.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready.
Ward. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brings up second and 4 at the 35-yard line.
To throw, here's Ward. Drops this underneath for Pollard. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Now they'll shift things around. Throwing again here, Ward. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up second down. Here's Ward. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Cam Ward, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Myers counts on the PAT. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Williams being motioned left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's complete. Burks. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Past the 60. Past the 18. Find it.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks! Traylon Burks, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
Throwing is Ward. A short throw taken in by Conquo. Here's 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard.
To throw is Ward. Short throw taken in by Conquo. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
Throwing now, Ward. Well, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
To 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Bronco 80. Go.
To the air again, Ward. That's complete to DK. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll try and throw for it with Ward. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Another Tennessee Titan.
Now Ward. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
Extra point up and through by Myers, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.